EA Sports.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken at the goal line. Across the 20s, these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
Off-brand building been making.
Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Kaepernick now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I ain't even been rid of this whole game, really.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
This defense is going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. So what's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game is progressing.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Kaepernick going to throw. Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he's going to have
it's that curl slow with a cane pick up there.
able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Sanders. A pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 85 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think of offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try to get some people up and downfield. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. incompletion, they're set up first and goal.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, and they must like the matchups they're getting.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Oh, you gotta go now. Turnovers, man. Very smart, though.
They'll elect to bring it out here for the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Nigga, how you gonna run straight past a block? You got the link on the end. I could have just stretched the system.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it into game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked loud and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
It's out of this. I can't even pop it.
9-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given.
And the Saints pressure gets him. One down for a sack.
Lead at the quarterback. Leading at the quarterback. That's what I like to see.
First down on the sack. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. To throw is Kaepernick. Over the middle,
Practice. Too many yards still.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. The Sounders has got
Bro, what?
And they'll get him down.
What type of bullshit animation is this? I just gave this nigga a 1st down, yo.
Times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Wait,
nothing. So that time, 6 plays.
So good, that makes the Gators not perfect.
Sanders, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out.
I should have killed us. That nigga crashed in.
Down to the 30, gain of 3. All right, Charles, here we've spoken about this offense playing, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll come to lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half.
And they scored 2 touchdowns, 2 drives.
Frankly, that's what they expect. They want to see the ball thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Second down, back to Sanders.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Get this to Ward. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Smith catches left side.
He's there down, he's killing.
Yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
That Kaepernick a god or some shit.
A reminder,
Make
once
up
we
for
hit
it.
halftime, as we do all
Fuck
season,
y'all.
we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and
See that
scores from
thing?
games in
Track
progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw, Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's going to drop
Bruh,
this down.
third and long again.
He's going to get this inside the 30.
This shit is crazy.
Take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Kaepernick.
These niggas
Incomplete over the middle. It's Watkins.
so perfect with this
The
shit.
Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught.
I can't stop these niggas.
Here's Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. It's kept on by an Eagles touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point. No, it's touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kaepernick. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Don't throw me up here, man.
Yards
If you
there.
want to try to be here. Don't throw me in.
Kaepernick now to throw.
Should be net.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
Lead one, Gunner. Ain't no way this nigga is fucking guy.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, or not much time, we'll see how they play this. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game. I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing.
What? Oh, no. Bro, they just did a bullshit-ass animation, bro. Bro, that shit was so fucking fake, man. Come on, cuz.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, get what up. Bitch ass nigga team, man. Type of shit was there, man. Man, send that pressure again. For real. Send that shit again, man. I'm calling this shit 3 plays in a row. Get on side. Bitch, we here. Bitch, we here. Take care of this. Man, should be back here.
That leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
For sure, no, this pass. But we will, what up?
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Ooh, that was sad.
He can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Ain't got enough lead. Ain't got enough lead.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs
Hey,
away.
man, that was some old. That was bullshit, bro.
Also a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
He just got done there. We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang, that one through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at
Trying
the
to live
27.
advantage with the X all in there. Stay out there, son. Stay out there.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they met.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Right back to him on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Second and 11. Out left, Ellison's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. He does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like the play design there. They occupy the defense defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
And points certainly not at a premium here. Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Break 1. Well, I keep break 1.
Now a handoff here to
Quit.
running back.
Man, that was it right there.
He's across the 40 to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Hey.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Kaepernick. That's Ward, complete right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get this down over to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. That would have been the first sack of the game instead. They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Out to his left.
No. I would have that whole side.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a way to win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? it was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Kaepernick to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. To throw is Kaepernick. Pass complete, Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Oh, no, they say.
Almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Back to throw, Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah, I gotta speak this.
Broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Yeah, I gotta speak this.
Now on fourth down, it's the punt team sending this one away.
Oh my
Did he
God.
put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the
1
1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And again this time to the tailback.
I was gone.
Being taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They look to throw. And they can't get a throw off. He's taken down. Huge play at this point in the game.
My best play call. I just hit the slant real quick.
Second and 15. They'll drop the throw. Able to find Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll lead them to the 3rd and 5. Jones. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Connection on that one, 34 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm glad that shit went like that.
With the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
I just really want to waste some time.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Is right there. It's good, and celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? It's just pretty evident to me.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard past to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
Well, this is
That nigga caught it too, what?
He'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, and we're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Sweating, feeling colder than a fair pain. I think they were breathing and I hit a little hand. But that is all moving around close. All the youngest in the game, not the coach. I think we are all the drugs in the soul. Let me pop on right through the nose. Call up Big P, he came with a host. He just said he probably put on one post. My wrist taking time, I put it in some frost. Fuck your bitch, I ain't even give a roll.